So we're moving into game 2 of Deadpan Gaming versus Jonas with Friends. Deadpan Gaming was able to take the first victory of this best of 3 series against Jonas with Friends in a very frenzied 33.5 minute game. 60 deaths over the course of 33 minutes. So yeah, around 2 deaths per minute. Very intense game earlier on. But right now, we're gonna see what happens in the second game, and we're going into the drafting phase. Deadpan Gaming earlier on went with a very aggressive tri-lane of Razor, Earthshaker, and Skyrath Mage, and arguably it was actually that tri-lane that won them the match. So Jonas with Friends might be a bit more wary of that situation. Yeah, knowing that they have a very good tri-lane, might start to draft around that fact. So let's see where this goes. Deadpan Gaming, of course, goes with the standard first ban. Doom. First pick right now is going to go to Deadpan Gaming. So Jonas with Friends might want to ban the Lycan or big heroes. Yeah, there we go. The Faceless Void is actually one of those heroes that you don't want to get picked on his own. So good ban right there from Jonas with Friends, because Faceless Void can be the core of your team. You can actually draft very easily around Faceless Void. So good ban right there from Jonas with Friends. However, Deadpan Gaming ban out the Death Prophet. Okay, so the Death Prophet, the best pusher hero, I would say, even better than the Shadow Shaman, just because he's able to get that level 6 much earlier on, and is actually able to transition a team fight into tower push, because the Exorcism Spirits aren't limited to single position like the Serpent Wards. The Masked Serpent Wards are stuck there where you plant them, so you can't really move them, unlike the Death Prophet Spirits. He actually is kind of tanky in her own right. Aside from the items that you buy for her, you build her items to increase tankiness. She's actually quite tanky even without those, and it is very hard to kill because she can run around really fast. So Jonas with Friends, yeah, they ban out the Razor. Now the Razor was actually able to take out take 1 or 2 kills earlier on. Yeah, was able to get the first blood and a lot of other kills with that tri-lane. So they ban out the Razor. They don't want to see that happen again. But Deadpan Gaming does have the first pick, and big hero right now open for picking Lycan. Lycan, of course, is one of the best heroes this meta. Kind of forgotten because he's banned quite a lot. So sometimes people forget that you can take Lycan and he's gonna give just so much of an advantage, especially because Deadpan Gaming right now is actually on the dire side. You have the dire side Roche advantage, and you have Lycan, and you have Lycan available to get picked. So it's really a no-brainer for a lot of teams, but yeah, sometimes might not be worth it. Okay, so Deadpan Gaming gonna eschew the Lycan pick, takes up the Shadow Shaman instead. Yeah, you can pick up the Death Prophet, you pick up the Shadow Shaman. Probably gonna go for a mobile type of Shadow Shaman. Yeah, Deadpan Gaming is very aggressive team. So instead of a laning Shadow Shaman to get that early level 6, might want to rely on getting experience from hero kills earlier on. So they're gonna bank on that. If Shadow Shaman doesn't get an early level 6, then it's gonna be a waste. But Jonas with Friends on the Radiant side, instead, on the back of Deadpan Gaming, refusing to pick up the Lycan, take up the Lycan themselves. So alright, this is gonna be an interesting match, because yeah, I would say that Lycan is better suited for the Dire. I think it's a pretty common opinion, but right now Lycan is on the Radiant side, and Jonas with Friends also follows up with the Skyrath Mage. A while ago they were against the Skyrath Mage, but right now they have the opportunity. They pick up Skyrath Mage. So one of the best supports, if not the best support in this patch, just because of the magic damage potential and the level 1 concussive shot. Very useful skill to have at level 1. And Tinker right now for Deadpan Gaming. Okay, very annoying hero to deal with. Tinker stops pushes dead in their tracks, but needs quite a bit of farm to go online. Lycan, however, at the 10-minute mark, can easily take down 1-2 towers plus the Roshan once she gets that Vlad's up. So Tinker depends on how this game goes. Skyrath Mage is actually quite good against Tinker because he has that instantaneous silence. But it might be up to the Tinker to execute this game a bit better than normal because the pressure is on him. Actually, the Lycan takes down towers pretty fast, can get the Necronomicon up pretty fast, especially if he takes down the Roshan at around the 10-minute, maybe up to 12-minute mark. Easy to do because he has those wolves. And if they have the Vlads, the wolves are practically unkillable, even by Roshan. So they do have that advantage. And if you lose your towers earlier on, especially if you're a Tinker, then you're gonna have a harder time to snowball because you really rely on those towers to be able to move around. So second round of bans coming in, the Viper and Silencer banned out by Deadpan Gaming. Good laner and Silencer. Okay against Tinker, I guess, because Silencer just disrupts the flow of Tinker spells. But Tinker can also still has the potential to use his items. The Boots of Travel isn't really stopped by the Global Silence, and neither is the Blink or maybe a Dagon. So but they might be looking for bigger team fights right now. So Silencer, good way to stop that. But Jonas with friends, they take down the two Blink big team fight heroes, the Earthshaker and the Tidehunter. They don't want to engage in big team fights with Deadpan Gaming, so they take out Earthshaker and Tidehunter. Very understandable since they actually dealt with a very badass Earthshaker earlier on from Papa Pao. And the Tidehunter, kind of similar to the Earthshaker, does the same thing. So ban him out. Jonas with friends, first pick of the second round, they pick up the Centaur Warrunner. Very tanky hero, good as a solo laner. Can be put in the solo off lane or solo safe lane if they want to run a good tri lane with the Skyrath Mage. But Skyrath Mage might actually be a good lane mate for Centaur Warrunner because that slow is pretty much gonna guarantee that the Centaur Warrunner will be in position to get that hoof stomp on the mark. So might be a tri lane for Skyrath Mage and Centaur Warrunner if they can get a good disabler or a nuker kind of hero for their next pick or their last pick. So let's see where Jonas with friends take this. Of course, Centaur Warrunner, very very good team fight hero, can essentially engage or disengage even across the map because this ultimate Stampede, very very useful, does have the global range and is actually max duration, I think. 3.75 max duration right on the get-go, right from level 1. So it's practically a free blink dagger for everyone in the team. Can save teammates across the map or can cause a very very chaotic team fight initiation for the enemy. So bit of trouble right there. But Pugna picked by Deadpan Gaming, good counter against the Skyrath Mage. Okay generally because Pugna also helps in taking down towers with Shadow Shaman. The Nether Blast is just a good complement to Shadow Shaman because the Nether Blast actually does quite a bit of a damage against towers, around half damage, 170-ish damage against towers, and on a short cooldown, actually 5.5 seconds. That's amazing. And the Decrepify might be able to help Tinker, saves Tinker from getting beat up by meaty heroes, prevents the Lycan from dealing damage, and helps the Tinker. If you Decrepify the Lycan, he won't be able to attack, and he's gonna take extra damage from the Pugna and the Tinker. So, good pick right there, especially if they're gonna be reliant on physical damage. Jonas with friends picks up the Wraith King, very annoying hero to deal with, especially with Centaur Warrunner. And there you go, you have your tri lane. Skyrath Mage long range initiation, followed by the Centaur Warrunner stomp, and finally with the Wraith King Hellfire Blast. Also has a bonus 2 seconds slow after the stun. So very very powerful disables right there. Might instantly get a first blood from level 1 if they play this right. So very powerful combo. Wraith King also a great carry. Practically has 2 lives with the reincarnation. Hard to deal with. You don't really want to pop off the reincarnation earlier on in the team fight because it's gonna just slow down your team so much and will put you in a bad position against a Skyrath Mage and the Centaur Warrunner. But if the Wraith King is gonna initiate with a blink, then your team pretty much has no choice. But yeah, Deadpan Gaming gonna go for the tower hate in this lineup. Nature's Prophet picked up, and it's really so much tower hate right now. Nature's Prophet, yeah, just very very powerful global split pusher. Also with the Tinker, they have a lot of global presence with the Tinker and Nature's Prophet. And yeah, Jakiro is banned out by Jonas with Friends because okay, we know this, we smell this. They're gonna go for tower pushing. Jakiro is also a good tower pusher because of Liquid Fire. Some people tend to forget that the Liquid Fire does deal damage against towers, but yeah, the Liquid Fire actually does a lot of damage to towers and is good at clearing creep waves as well because it deals damage and affects units in an AoE, including towers. So no to Jakiro. Jonas with Friends, however, take the opportunity to pick up the Invoker this time. A while ago, it was in the hands of Deadpan Gaming. Z played the Invoker, but right now it's gonna be picked up by Jonas with Friends. Okay, so their good Invoker isn't playing right now, but they might have a plan for the Invoker in this game. But Bristleback is gonna get picked up by that. Not really. He's going against the team of Tower Destroyers right there. But Bristleback, yeah, a fallback carry, I suppose. Very good offlaner, very tanky. So might have someone to fall back on in case the tower pushing doesn't work out. Can deal quite a bit of right-click damage and spell harassment with those quills. So let's see where this takes us. A very interesting lineup from Deadpan Gaming, and an equally impressive lineup from Jonas with Friends because they do have the Wraith King and the Lycan, which is so often banned out that we rarely see him get picked now. So we have the traditional, start of the game pause. And alright, since my co-caster isn't around right now, I'll take this opportunity to do the introductions. Alright, so this is game 2 of Jonas with Friends versus Deadpan Gaming, Salamene Dota. Yeah, we have a best of 3. We do our best of 3 format, and this is game 2 with one game going for Deadpan Gaming. So let me do the introductions right now. For Jonas with Friends, we have on the Skywrath Mage, the Giver. On the Centaur, Warrunner, 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Star Lord playing as the Wraith King. Scrub Dota on the Invoker. And Infinity on the Lycan. On the other side, we have Sneaky on the Bristleback. Boss T on the Shadow Shaman. Z this time on the Pugna. MF Doom on Nature's Prophet. And Papa Pao on the Tinker. Alright, so let's see if Papa Pao has the Tinker skills to really carry this anti-tower lineup. Tinker is just so much fun to watch if the Tinker is really good. Okay, yeah. So an amazing Tinker is always great to watch, but yeah, it really takes a dedicated player to be able to execute that properly. So okay, we have false resume right there. Well, but yeah. So okay, everyone's starting and G. Okay, so that was a miss boss, but I think everyone thinks okay. They apologize. Sorry, it was just a mistake. So okay. So we're moving into the laning phase right now. Yeah, as expected, Centaur Warrunner is going off lane, but let's see if the Wraith King and Skywrath Mage follow him into a tri lane. They probably should do so because they want the Lycan to get farm and EXP early on, but no, they're gonna follow the Wraith King. So this is going to be a defensive tri lane, gonna protect the Lycan instead of going full offensive with the Centaur Warrunner. Okay, so let's take some time to do some shoutouts. Okay, guys. So DG, Deadpan Gaming, Boss T, Pabati, K, Ray Ray. Okay, so shout out to Ray Ray and from Sneaky, shout out to Plank, the the courier upgrader of Deadpan Gaming. Okay, so alright, that's the shoutouts for now. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, I as much as possible I like to do the shoutouts because it's not just the teams here who are part of the community, it's also us casters, and yeah, everyone who's watching. you're also our friend. So if you're watching, and shout out, yeah, those shout outs are for you. So this Shadow Shaman, looking for something, looking to place the wards, a bit cautious because the ward is there to see him. And now the Wraith King is gonna move in. Will he do the stun? This creep camp is blocked out by the Observer Ward. No backup right now. The Skywrath Mage moved too far away, so the Shadow Shaman was able to do a block here. The Observer Ward. I'm not sure if this also blocks out the small creep camp, but alright, the Wraith King right now is in position. The Skywrath Mage is also in position. Wraith King has the capability to do that Wraith Fire Blast, and should right now, if they want to kill the Shadow Shaman, no. They don't want to be too aggressive right now. Okay, so maybe a missed opportunity right there, but okay, so this first camp spawns, but not gonna spawn anymore because the sentry ward is there to block that. Okay, so a failed pull right there. So it's gonna be a tri-lane versus a solo Bristleback. This Bristleback might be able to survive. He has a ring of protection instead of a stout shield. Might pick up a stout shield here on the side shop later on, but right now has no stout shield, so is very prone to getting ganked right now. Actually, earlier on, if the creep equilibrium is moved towards the Radiant's position, but yeah, the aggressive right clicking of the Lycan is not gonna do that for them. But a pull right now for the Wraith King actually moves the equilibrium further towards the opposing side if it's just a single pull. But it's gonna be the last pull of this camp unless they reward this. Probably not. So yeah, they do a double pull actually. Okay, the Wraith King is gonna do a double pull. Okay, pull some creeps and should be able to shift the equilibrium back. Okay, so pretty stagnant right now. At this point in the game last time, 2 minutes, we've already had 3 kills after the first blood. So a bit more passive gameplay this time around. People would be a bit more cautious. Jonas with friends, probably a bit more cautious. Actually screwed up earlier on because of the over-aggression of the Vengeful Spirit, but right now playing this a bit more cautious. Okay, so the Invoker right now in mid against the Tinker should be okay. But the Laser Harass is gonna be troublesome for the Invoker, and the March of the Machines able to zone out the Invoker. Yeah, you don't really want to be standing there. That actually deals quite a lot of damage even at level 1. But the Invoker, instead of the Exhort build right now, goes for the Quaswex. So not really gonna go for team fight. Gonna go for a team fight disruption rather, because if they're gonna expect the enemy team to be clumped up for tower pushes, then perhaps yeah, EMP Tornado might be the way to go. But right now, okay, the gold snap is there, followed up by the stun of the Wraith King, and yeah, first blood is drawn by Jonas with friends. Well played right there. Bit of a straightforward initiation from the Wraith King, but yeah, Tinker might not have been expecting that. But actually the wards were there, so they should have seen that. But and either way, Jonas with friends taking the first blood right there with a good early combo with the Skywrath Mage and the Wraith King. So let's check the other lanes right now. The Nature's Prophet doing an okay job right now at farming the neutrals. Let's check the net worth. Right on top is the Invoker for drawing first blood, and then followed by the Lycan actually doing quite a bit of work here at the bottom lane. The Bristleback retreats because he sees the illusion of this Wraith King, but yeah, he knows it's an illusion right now. Lycan might get zoned out. He has 3 stacks of Full Spray. Oh no, 4 stacks right now. 3 stacks might go for 4. Okay, but Skywrath Mage is there gonna assist. A slow coming in from the concussive shot. Wraith King has a stun. The stun is right there. The Courier is actually moved out, but yeah, Bristleback's gonna fall, and that's 3-0. Okay, someone else died. The Shadow Shaman actually died on top. The Centaur Warner, but the Centaur Warner is gonna get hit by the missile, and he falls in exchange for the Shadow Shaman. Might have been worth it because you want to delay the Shadow Shaman's level 6 as much as possible, but at the same time, yeah, you're also losing farm for yourself and levels, because Centaur Warner does want that level 6 as early as possible, but Shadow Shaman level 3 kind of okay, I guess, as long as he gets the level 6 before the 10-minute mark. I would say the 10-minute mark seems to be the ideal mark for Shadow Shaman getting a level 6, especially if he's just roaming around. But yeah, right now in this lane, Pugna and Centaur Warren are pretty much equal on EXP, but on last hits, a bit of an advantage right now for Centaur Warner. Not really too much, just 3, even if he did die. But yeah, just a small advantage right now. But the big advantage is going for the Lycan and the here most notably is the Invoker. Even with the zoning out from the Tinker's March of the Machines, the Invoker just on point with those last hits. 25 and 10, so top in the game right now. Even without the Exhort build, quite impressive actually for an Invoker. So that's a lot of last hits over the Tinker. Tinker has an Envy rune, so might go ganking. But right now he has level 3 March of the Machine, so not really the ideal ganking build. So might not be able to take advantage of the Invis rune. Gonna do a bit of stacking right now. No, he misses the mark and decides to go back. No, I'm too late for the stack, he says. Goes back to the middle lane. But right now he's in bad position. The Skywrath Mage and the Wraith King actually are able to gank him. The haste gonna get picked up by the Wraith King, moving into position to camp. Might not gank the Tinker. They know that the Nature's Prophet is there. They see the Nature's Prophet. The Nature's Prophet starts to run, but yeah, they're not gonna catch that because Nature's Prophet is gonna be able to move into the safety of the tier 3 tower in the base. So haste rune picked up by the Wraith King, but not gonna be able to do anything. No, they catch out the Tinker. Tinker actually thought that he was safe, but no, they move back. The Wraith King with the haste is able to move back quickly with the Max Wex Invoker. So with the triple Wex Invoker rather. So yeah, Tinker getting a bit too comfortable there because he saw the rotation, but underestimated the speed of the Invoker and the Wraith King going back. But the Tinker knew that the Haste King was the Wraith King was on the haste because they had a ward here earlier on. They had a ward here, so should have seen that, but didn't really expect a rotation. Right now, the Invoker is gonna be on a collision course with the Shadow Shaman maybe, but they spot out the Invoker with the Observer ward. So Shadow Shaman does a retreat and nothing gonna be there. Right now, Tinker is attempting a bit of a farm right now in mid, still behind in last hits, only 18. Everyone in Deadpan Gaming is actually behind except for the Bristleback. Even if the Bristleback already died once, he has 40 last hits because the Lycan started moving against the neutral creeps actually. So Stampede coming in, Stampede catches out the Pugna, but the Nature's Prophet is there and the the Shadow Shaman taking advantage of that opportunity. Last hits with the Aether Shock. Kill secured. Even if it's at the cost of the Pugna, level 6, it does give a substantial EXP boost to the Shadow Shaman, who is now close to level 6. Just one more creep wave away, I would say. One more solo creep wave. So a bit of an advantage there going for Jonas with friends. The Shadow Shaman is definitely going to hit the 10-minute mark on the level 6. Probably, maybe even the 9-minute. Yeah, he's gonna hit the 9-minute level 6.
Hi, Coach. Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
Alright, so my co-caster is back. Alright, stream,
okay.
say welcome back
say
to
hi.
Salamene.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back myself. I'm gonna go back right at it. So Tinker gets picked up in the middle lane, the EMP, and the follow-up with a concussive shot from the Skywrath Mage. So it was a very quick pick-up at the middle lane. Wraith King was actually about to support, but he wasn't needed during that engagement. And well, they just proceeded to ward the ancient camp.
Alright, so
Okay.
I missed that engagement. I was too excited that you were back, so I missed that. But anyway, yeah, last hits. Invoker is regaining those that lead in the last hits because of that Tinker death. Free farm for him. But yeah, let's take a look at the net worth. Even if Bristleback was ahead in net worth, the Lycan is actually ahead in gold because he had that early kill with the Bristleback and is actually farming a bit more value in these neutral creeps. So right now he does have the Vlads. He has the should have the. Oh no, I missed another kill.
Yeah, I missed another kill. It was based on the cooldowns of the skills. It seems that Invoker actually threw something at the Nature's Prophet and then invoked the tornado along with the cold snap so that he was able to finish the kill on the Nature's Prophet. Now Tinker is getting cornered here. Razor Blast from the Wraith King here, EMP, and the King skill all coming in down. And Pao has no way to survive this. Nature's Prophet did throw his ultimate, almost taking down the Invoker, but not enough to drop his HP. And Bristleback is just right there. Sneaky is looking for the Wraith King right now. Wraith King is going to run into Boss T and Z. It's going to be the Pugna and the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman wasn't able to was able to throw down, disabled on the Wraith King immediately. So well, Wraith King did try to go for the Newts for the deny, but well, it's just so hard to escape from four heroes.
Alright, so they get a Tinker, but the Wraith King also falls. But right now, the Wraith King death is kind of irrelevant because the Wraith King is moving as priority 4 farmer. Yeah, the 4 position. So not really too important right now because they're backing on this Lycan early game. Maybe just gonna rely on the Wraith King later on. But an early game death is not really too relevant. Right now, the Skywrath Mage.
Actually, during the last engagement, even there were actually two heroes who was killed. Who were killed on Jonas? It was the Skyrath and the Wraith King.
Oh, the
So
Skywrath
two
Mage
heroes
also
there.
died?
Mhm.
I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
the Sky Mage actually fell to somebody. I don't know who. Smoke coming in from the middle lane. Invoker throws in the tornado with a force staff. He wants to go for the stinker. He wants to go. Did cast the force staff, making sure that Papa will indeed get within the range of that EM. Now, Second Warner throws wonderful shackles there from Boss Teeth. Papa was just trying to regenerate himself with the ruin, but at the cost of the Shadow Shaman, the wards will be no push will be coming in from Deadpan Gaming anytime soon. Star-Lord is getting auto attack a lot of the wards. The Giver is about to die. He gets killed straight in the face, and now Invoker's out of position. He had to force stuff out. Good thing the force stuff wasn't cooldown during that time. And well, all in all, it was a 1-for-2 exchange in favor of Deadpan Gaming. Now, the aggressiveness from Jonas with friends are right now. They're looking. There, it seems that it's not really that calculated. It's just they're just being very very aggressive for no reason. Yeah, and wonderful support there also coming in from the Shadow Shaman. It really did save Tinker, and Tinker made it all worth it when he pulled off the kill on the Skyrath Mage after.
Yeah, I think it was just too greedy for Jonas with friends to start farming those serpent wards, even if they knew that some members of Deadpan Gaming were behind those wards. So yeah, right now, full offensive on this tower, gonna fall. And not much of a response from Jonas with friends. But the Lycan, doing some rat dodo right now, takes down the top tier 1. So yeah, top of the net worth right now, still the Invoker, followed up by the Lycan, but Nature's Prophet is quickly catching up, even if he died earlier on. Yeah, the neutral farms is going to be much easier for him right now with the Midas. Yeah, so he has a Midas up. We're gonna be able to catch up soon. I wouldn't be too surprised if he gets the top farm spot in maybe 5 minutes from now or 10 minutes from now, definitely. But right now we might have an engagement at the bottom.
Yep, it was a wonderful blink there coming in from Mandown, taking out the Shadow Shaman, and now Sneaky is in danger. This Crystback doesn't have enough durability to survive this, and all attacks coming in from the Invoker will finish him off. Tinker did throw the heat-seeking missile, but there's not really you have so much HP there on Center Warhammer. It doesn't really make so much of a difference.
But it killed the Wraith King once.
Oh, it did kill the Wraith King. So the Resurrection will be on cooldown for the next. How many minutes is this?
It's
like 3 minutes?
260 seconds, so almost 3 minutes.
So yeah. I think JWF.
More than 3 minutes actually. Oh my god.
Yeah,
my,
more than 3
my
minutes.
math. Oh my god.
Their math is slipping. Regarding JW, another aggressive tornado to EMP combination there from Invoker there, but wonderful concussive shot to RK Bolt coming in from the Scarlet Mage, and now they take off the Pugna as well. Papa is in danger, he has no mana. Wraith King is just being too brave right here. He knows he has the HP that he can take. He knows that he just has to tank for his teammates who have a lot of spammable spells. And that takes actually 3 heroes for nil. And well, actually it's 3 heroes plus a tower for nil during that last engagement. Wonderful play from Jonas with friends.
Yeah, meanwhile the Lycan was just farming. The Nature's Prophet actually is ahead of the Lycan right now and probably going to get a bit more farm because he's just been farming using that Midas and the Invoker though got a lot of gold from the last engagement because of the tower and the couple of kills. Actually, he's sitting 6-0. Invoker hasn't died yet, so quite a speed going on there. Gonna be a big prize for whoever kills him, but.
Okay, another EMP tornado combo here at the bottom lane, and they're going for Z. Pugna is in danger of dying, and yes, it didn't even have to take an additional arcane bolt to take him down. It was pure auto attacks and the concussive shot that was it. Oh, also the arcane sword was there. So yeah, I was thinking of something. I actually forgot about it. Yeah, Coach, I've been meaning to ask, what is the significance of a blade mail on a Nature's Prophet?
You know, I don't understand that. The Blade Mail double nulls.
Yeah.
That's a very popular build. I think it was popularized by EG.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
I'm
Nature's
not.
Prophet. Hang on, Nature's Prophet TP'd in and just was welcomed by a Sunstrike by the Invoker. And now two heroes are down. The Shadow Shaman and Nature's Prophet are dead. The Mass Serpent Wards were also used during that last game fight. Anyway, going back, it was popularized by who?
I think it was EG.
Oh, okay.
I am not sure. It's one of the American teams. I believe
Was it?
the double null talisman moving into a blade mail. I don't. I'm not really sure what that does, but it's popular right now. So I'm not gonna question the pros too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was wondering, maybe it was used to counter a Tinker? I don't know. Pow Pow getting picked off there by the center Warrunner and the Lycan. Lycan is on ultimate there. The Grepify for Pugna to just give him a little bit more time, a little bit more space to escape. Now, once were used for the Lycan, but not enough HP there to survive the duration of the, what do you call it? The life drain. And now Center Warrunner will be going an attempt to kill the Nature's Prophet there with a double edge, but not going to be enough. Nature's Prophet did have enough HP there and or armor, whatever, to survive that last team fight, that last engagement. So JWF just, and I think I've seen a team like this where they get so much advantage, and then from time to time they slip off. They make bad plays, and it actually eventually it cost them the game. So hopefully it won't be the same for JWF.
It might be that case, but I think they have a goal in mind. The Lycan dying might not be the best, but at this point in time, yeah, the Lycan is gonna start falling off actually because he hasn't been able to take down the Roche, and that's actually what you want from the Lycan. You want to take down towers on the Roche. So your goal with the Lycan is supposed to be 20 minutes, 3 towers, and the Roche, at least one Roche. But right now, yeah, the Lycan wasn't able to execute that, so they might start relying on a backup plan instead. But yeah, I think their goal there was to kill the Tinker, which they did. They killed the Tinker. Look at the Tinker right now. In
Not
Hero,
even travel.
yeah, it's 18 minutes in, no travel, and look at the level. He's level 9. He's at the bottom 3 of levels. Even the support Wraith King has more levels than the Tinker just because this Tinker has died 6 times. So, maybe that's their goal. Even if it costs them the Lycan and the was it the Centaur? Yeah, the Lycan and the Centaur. It's probably worth it just to keep that Tinker back because he's really the core of this lineup, and having that Tinker not work is so much of a difference for Jonas with friends. But right now, a bit of over-aggression from the Lycan. They're gonna take down this tower, but Lycan might get caught by the Nature's Prophet. No response there. Nature's Prophet's
No
actually
response.
dead.
Yeah, it was actually while we were discussing about the Tinker getting so under-leveled in this game, Wraith King and the Invoker was able to pick up the Nature's Prophet at the bottom secret shop. Now Shadow Shaman will be next. Boss is in danger. Calls up coming in. Great for a blast, and the auto attacks for the Tinker will finish him off. And the one actually you have to commend the drafting from Jonas with friends because they were able to Center Warrunner plus a Lycan is just so damn annoying. Because normally Lycan would have to depend rather on his ultimate for the Rat Dota that he pulls off. But now he has Center Warrunner to help him out with a movement speed. And just right now
Tinker
it didn't even take like 2 seconds. Tinker was dead.
Yeah,
Tinker just fell down.
And right now the Lycan might also take down the middle tower. So actually, let me take back what I said actually. They're gonna do the 20-minute. They have 10 seconds to do so, and they do it. 20-minute all tier 2 towers down. So I wasn't expecting it, but they did do it.
And well, Sneaky just fell down, just dropped like that. And now Lycan driving in with a BKB. How many seconds is that? It's 10 seconds getting used to Decrepify on the Shadow Shaman to help him survive there. So now Bugna is stuck. He doesn't have any Decrepify against the Nether Blast though. Wraith King did fall there to the wards. And well, more or less successful defense coming in from Deadpan Gaming.
Yeah, but Tinker now has boots.
Oh, Tinker now. Oh yeah, the travel is up. Well, good luck with that, Tinker. 20 minutes in and only you get your boots just now.
The Nature's Prophet, however, at the bottom lane. No. Juke's right there.
Yeah, wonderful jukes. Oh no! He actually did he just cancel his TP? Something happened just
The
now, I
cold
don't know
snap.
what.
It was a cold snap. The cold
Oh,
snap
what a cold snap.
has that long of a range. It was here. The Invoker was here, and the Nature's Prophet was here. So apparently, the range of the cold snap is like this. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was such a. Oh, it's a long. Look at this. I'm looking at the range of the cold snap, and it is. It's really long. It's like 3/4 of the screen.
Where? Oh crap! Oh
You
really?
hover
Yeah.
over the cold snap, and yeah, I didn't know that the range is this big. So
Okay, now we
So, yeah.
while we were being in awe of the cold snap range, Scarlet Mage was picked off by a 4-man gank.
yeah, but Skyrath Mage really isn't too important for Jonas with friends right now. Like Deadpan Gaming, they ran Skyrath Mage earlier on, and the Skyrath Mage died like 12 times already in the last game, but wasn't really relevant. Right now, they're gonna catch out.
They just drop it. Oh, so much damage there. Even it's funny. It's a funny thing though. The Invoker has some Mjolnir on him. Mjolnir. Keep saying it like the way I used to say it wrong. Anyway, so the Mjolnir is now on the Invoker, and he had to, tank up all the damage that he was giving to the Nature's Prophet auto attack as the Mjolnir responded. So it was a good thing. It was an almost nearly good. It was a near kill there for the Nature's Prophet.
This
So maybe that's what the blade mail is for? Question mark.
well, it's a typical build, so it's not really a response to anything. But yeah, I think it's there to allow you to. Right now, the Shadow Shaman. Oh no, he sees 3. It's not a good idea.
He's
No. But
going for it now. There's so much damage right now. Wraith King there dives in. He's very confident right now because he still has a lot of. His resurrection is nearing. The cooldown is almost done now. 3 seconds left. 1 second left. Blink out from the Wraith King to just help him position himself better. Lycan is now taking the Roche while everybody from Deadpan Gaming is distracted. Pao is just, he's just making do with the neutral creeps right now. He doesn't have. He's not that very confident, I think. He needs the space but can't find it in the lanes. Now we might see an engagement, the Arcane Seal, and Mystic are coming into Skyrath Mage. Nature's Prophet, you are going to die. Now wards coming in for the Shadow Shaman just to help out the auto attack. Skyrath Mage does fall, followed by the center Warner Wraith King will be able to use his ultimate blink out to safety there. And I think the end goal was just to keep giving time for the Lycan to get this Roche. Tinker coming in, blinking to the middle lane, throwing in the March of the Machines, the heat-seeking missiles, the laser. Does he have a Blink Dagger to follow up? No. Invoker goes in, throws a tornado, but it's too late. Breaking does fall. Now Lycan is alone here. Here now, it's only him and Invoker left to defend the lanes. EMP coming in to defend the tower there. Going to find only the Bristleback, and Bristleback might actually just go and regenerate this.
so that's the end of that very long engagement. But still, the Invoker didn't die. Didn't really kill anyone, but didn't die. Look at that. Beyond Godlike, 12-0 streak. So it's gonna be a big prize when someone takes down this Invoker. This Invoker, he should be censored by the MTRCB. R18. This is just so gruesome violence from the Invoker.
Yeah, just it's essentially gratuitous violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Scrub Dota registered from Jonas with Friends? Earlier on, yeah, we have seen an awesome Invoker in Jonas with Friends played by Shapo.
Yep.
Is this Shapo? Is it the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy. Shapo Scrub Dota are the same person.
Okay, so it's just a different name, but yeah, this Shapo, this Scrub Dota, I'm a
Really
big
a
fan.
monster.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his Invoker. Yeah, I've already pointed it out in the previous games, but yeah, this Invoker is just such a treat to watch. So a
Mm-hmm.
while ago, yeah, I commented that Jonas with friends in the drafting phase have a good Invoker because they had Shapo, but apparently this is Shapo. So
Yep. Also, yeah. Well, apparently we haven't. Actually, it's a little bit my fault why he didn't stick to his name. So actually, it was Chapo at first, but now he's going to use Scrub Dota from now on. So yeah,
okay, so
he is your idol.
yeah, Scrub Dota, now my hero.
Okay, Tornado coming in for Scrub Dota. That's fine. The Tinker then going to burn up all his mana. Yes, Papa, we have to go home once more. Your Tinker has no place in this world. He's really having a lot of problems right now.
The Lycan, however, is doing a split push at the bottom lane, but we're gonna see an engagement here on the top lane instead, probably. On the middle lane.
Middle lane, yeah. The heat seeking missile coming from poker, hitting too. This is actually one of the annoying things when you're facing like you're doing a siege against a Tinker. He's so near to the fountain, and he can just keep throwing those heat-seeking missiles, those machines. So unless you have a means to initiate upon the enemy, like immediately just shut down the Tinker, it's going to be a very long siege. You're gonna run out of mana, you're gonna run out of HP, your other lanes will get pushed. So it's really a matter of picking the Tinker off.
Yeah, you can't really have a fight of attrition against a Tinker. That's why it's good to have a Batrider against a Tinker. Batrider actually wasn't banned, so they should have considered getting the Batrider against a Tinker. But either way, yeah, Tinker very annoying to deal with because that spam of the march is gonna deal so much damage if you try to push in. The Lycan right now almost out of mana and still hasn't reached this tier 3 bottom lane. Still not 1 point of
Oh.
damage. But right now the initial
Hang on there. Yeah, ultimate from the center warrior, follow up by the rating. They do pick off the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman has the ultimate ready. No wards will be coming up soon. Yeah, it's wonderful pick up there. Everybody's running, that doesn't have their mana. I guess it was because of their rep, or everyone just poured everything during that last team fight. Starlord going in, pow. Center warrior follow up to the blink, double edge. Tinker is fallen, so this is going to be an easier push. They can actually take two towers here. Two racks, actually, two sets of racks, and now Starlord is stuck in the trees, but he has the reincarnation. MF Bloom getting slowed. What the hell are you doing? He's still actually pushing through there. 4 heroes are down for Deadpan Gaming. Shadow Shaman will be up in 8 seconds. He has the wards. He can push for an additional defense here. JWF just keeping the push, keeping the pressure on. The second set of racks will be falling within the next 5 minutes here. Nature's Prophet did blink out to teleport to the top lane. He wants to go for a split push. But I don't think that this will be enough. Sunstrike coming in from the Invoker, not gonna find it. Wraith King is here, is going to blink in. The question is, do they have a dust here? No, they don't have any. So this Nature's Prophet will be going away safely now. They're moving. The Jonas defense moving to the top tower. The last set of racks. Do they have enough mana? Do they have enough HP? The Lycan throw doesn't have any. He doesn't have any mana to throw that, but he does have the Aegis there, so he can actually transform to Wolf after this. Can he pull it off? Yes, wonderful BKB to TV there. No superior magic coming in from the line of Deadpan Gaming, so that Lycan will be definitely safe. Definitely. So yeah, SP of the Hunter Harass push. So this is going to be one time.
Yeah, hello. I think there's something wrong with your internet connection again.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Wait, I think you're okay now. A while ago, I think you had a bit of the robot voice, but now it's okay. This Invoker right now, 1407. This is just so, so much. This Invoker is really taking charge of this game. But yeah, right now, even with the Tinker, they're gonna have a difficult time because they do have 2 lanes of Mega Creeps. The Invoker.
They're gonna go for the Bristle Pack. This Bristle Pack is he going to no? It's actually a missed engagement there from Jonas and Crest, and they're going to lose a card for that. Now this Invoker has to be extra careful. If he's not that careful, he's going to give his godlike streak. But he was able to turn the side around the deafening blast on top of the bristleback, and now the Nature's Prophet, the Shadow Shaman, is in danger there. But 5 of 8 seconds, everyone are going to give them additional HP. The BKB from the Lion is going to protect him from Gratify of the Pugna. Just going to just chase this Shadow Shaman down. And well, it might be a GG call and indeed a mistype there from Deadpan Gaming, but the GG will be called. So we are now moving to game 3, coach. Just wonderful team, just a wonderful match game between these teams.
Alright, so this game lasted around the same time, I think, 30 something minutes, but definitely a different story. Instead of back and forth, kill versus kill, exchange of Deadpan Gaming versus Jonas with friends, it was really the Invoker and the Lycan a bit setting the pace of this game. The Lycan taking down towers and the Invoker taking down heroes, chopping them down one by one, 15-0 at the end of this game. and just so much work right there done by the Invoker. So right now the series is tied 1-1 at game 2, Jonas with friends versus Deadpan Gaming, and we're going to have the deciding match, game 3, coming up soon after we take a short break. So guys, stick around, we're gonna come back to you soon and see you at the next game.